Hey guys, sorry you couldn't be at the inspection here today, but I just want to make you this video here, take you through all my pictures and describe a few things to you. After you get done viewing this video and the written report, if you have any questions, by all means give me a call. My name is Will with Certainty Home Inspections. Number there is toll free, 866-417-9591. So the first thing we do here is a cover shot of the front of the house. There that is. One of the things I noticed that with the vegetation there is getting pretty close to the siding. Let's get that trimmed back a little bit. Hose bib there checked out good. The trim piece there is missing. You see how we get this trim piece right down through here, and it stops right here. So I'm going to get that trim piece put back on across the top there. The sidewalk's getting a little bit of settlement there, maybe a potential trip hazard there. It'd be nice to get that leveled up a little bit better. Extensions on the downspouts are always a good idea. Like see a pipe on here go about 12 feet out, or 6 feet out from the foundation, get that water out and away from the house. Some cracking out there in the asphalt driveway needs to be sealed up. Just cover shot there, the right side of the house. Got a little bit of damage there to the trim. I think some patching, scraping, and painting may suffice for a while, but eventually you may have to replace that piece of wood, just so you know. And here again, nothing felt real soft, but again, definitely needs a good scraping and painting along the top of the trim there as well. Extensions on the downspouts. Once again, let's get that pipe put on there. Just cover shot there, the rear of the house. Electrical meter base all look to be in good shape. Going toward the pool there, we got electrical wire coming in. Got this exposed piece of wiring right here. This conduit really should have went all the way up into the house. So let's get that corrected. AC unit. Just so you know, I cannot test AC units this time of year. It has to be above 65 degrees for 72 hours before I'm allowed to activate that AC compressor. It is a York, though, and it appears to be fairly new. Did not see a date on it, though. The condensate line's a little bit close to the foundation. Like I see it's extended out, at least outside to the outside edge of the AC unit. Just trying to get that moisture, once again, out and away from the foundation. Gas meter all look to be in good shape. Your main gas valve is that yellow valve right there. All look to be in good shape as well. Crawl space access. Be nice to have a retaining ring right here to help hold back any kind of ground moisture. That crawl space was slightly flooded at the time of the inspection. I wasn't able to get into that crawl space. We'll have some pictures of that here towards the end. But I think it's going to be contributed to the downspout extensions, the amount of rain that we've had. We've been in flood stage here for a minute, and the fact that we don't have the retaining ring. So definitely going to need some further evaluation in that crawl space. The deck there is nailed to the post. I see some lag bolts in there for added support. There's a cover shot there to the left side of the house. Vegetation, once again, getting up against the siding. Let's get that trim back. Getting into the attic space there, a little bit low on insulation. I like to see 12 to 14 inches of insulation. You've got somewhere between 6 to 8 inches. So might want to get some additional blown-in insulation put in there. All the framing and sheathing there all look to be in pretty good shape. Just cover shots there in general. Definitely a little low on insulation. I got an open junction box. Let's get a cover plate put back over top of that. That's at the rear right of the house, that bedroom addition that they did. Thanks for that ceiling fan there. So just get a cover plate put on that. Just another cover shot there in general. Then the access itself, it's in that bedroom closet, the addition there by the garage. Be nice to have some insulation over top of that, just to help insulate that hatch. Coming into the garage area there, cover shot. Keep in mind my limitations of an occupied house. Quite a bit of storage here. There may be a hole in the wall or something that I can't see. So just be aware of my limitations there. Garage door itself checked out good. There were manual doors. Smooth operation though. Missing a cover plate there and an outlet. Let's get that cover plate put back on. And anytime we have a refrigerator or a freezer plugged into the garage, we do not test the GFCIs. I do test the outlets to make sure the polarity is correct and that they have power, but I do not trip them off to test the GFCI because of the appliance that's connected. It's cover shot there of that bedroom. The furnace there is a York. It's a natural gas unit, newer unit as well. The gas line there was really my only issue. This gas line requires a ground on the black steel pipe before we get to the flex. It just protects that thin-walled gas pipe against lightning strikes. Inside that unit, though, is good and clean. For the most part, I was happy with that unit. It fired right up for me. Disposable filter there. It was backwards at first, so he went ahead and turned it around for us. Moving over to the water heater, it is a Ream. Again, it's a newer unit. Connections there at the top all look to be in good shape. And that is a 2015. It's a 50-gallon unit. And again, the gas line, same story. That one ground on the black steel pipe will cover both of these CSST gas lines. The electrical panel box there is in that cabinet. Just showing the cover shot of the panel itself. It's Cruise Hines, I believe, was our name brand. Just showing the cover shot of the breakers. Everything looked to be well labeled there. Showing the inside of the panel box, all look to be in good shape. We are a 200 amp service coming in, 200 amp main breaker, braided ground wire there. All the breakers and wiring look to be in good shape. I was happy with it. Moving into the laundry area there in general, just showing the laundry connections there. All look to be in good shape for the most part. And then we have a little crack there in the wall, a little bit of settlement cracking. It's pretty common to see that in these older houses. Something to keep an eye on. Overall structure, I think we're going to be in decent shape there. We are missing the latch there, a little bit of hardware on the door on that laundry room. Let's get that latch put back on. And from there, we step to the rear left bedroom. Cover shot. Lighting, electrical, ceiling fan, windows, doors, all checked out good to my knowledge. Coming into that master bathroom there, the door there would not shut all the way. It hits the jamb, and again you can see the settlement cracking there in the wall. Something that you may want to have looked at there. And then the drain stopper there was disconnected on the sink, but the faucet itself, sink itself, and the plumbing was all good. Just the drain stopper was disconnected. Plumbing underneath though all looked to be in good shape. The commode flushed just fine, secured to the floor, no signs of leakage. The shower kicked right on for me, but the shower head itself was loose. Kind of a questionable connection there. Let's get that tightened down. And then we got some gaps around the bottom of that shower. Let's get those sealed up a little bit better. Coming into the front left bedroom, cover shot there. Windows, outlets, doors, lighting, all checked out good. Didn't have no issues there. Coming into the front center bedroom. Again, the electrical, lighting, windows, doors, all checked out to be in good shape. The closet there looked good as well. Coming into the main bathroom, the closet and doors look good. The sink, faucet, drain stopper, plumbing underneath all look to be in good shape as well. The commode flushed just fine, secured to the floor, no signs of leakage. The sink there was a little bit slow to drain. I'd say it's probably a hair clog. Shower head there kicked right on for me. The faucets were slightly loose. Nothing terrible, but they are a little bit loose. Something to keep an eye on. Apologize for that. And then the bathtub there, they got some patching there. They've patched up a crackers or a hole there. Everything looks to be properly sealed, just kind of a cosmetic defect at this point in time, but something to keep an eye on and be aware of. Just cover shot there, the living space showing the hallway. Digital thermostat there looked good. We do have smoke detectors there on the wall. Coming into the living room there's a bunch of people and kids in that living room, so I couldn't get a very good cover shot, but did the best job I could there for you. The closet there looked good. The doors were good. I got one light switch there. I'm not sure what it goes to. I believe it goes to an outlet, though, there behind the couch. Just kind of cover shot of that room once again. The windows there I couldn't get to. I'm not allowed to climb on top of people's furniture and stuff to get to the windows to test them, so just kind of a limitation there with the occupied house. Coming into the dining room and the kitchen, cover shots there. Refrigerator is good and cold, good ice, and the ice maker seems to be working just fine. The sink, faucet, sprayer, plumbing underneath, all look to be in good shape. I didn't see any concerns there. The stove, all 4 burners in the oven, fired right up for me. The ventilator and light was all good as well, and all the cabinet doors and drawers all open and shut just fine. The dishwasher there was loaded with dishes, so I was unable to test that. The dishes are clean. Overall, I'm happy with it. I believe it's going to work out just fine for you. And again, just showing that crack there. This is in the laundry room area. Just showing that crack there in that wall. From there, step into the crawl space area. Anytime there are standing water and damp conditions on the ground, we do not enter those crawl spaces for safety concerns. It's one thing to get a little electrical shock. It's another thing to get electrocuted when you're laying on a wet ground. So for safety reasons, I've viewed this from the access. Definitely got some standing water and moisture penetration coming through. I did not see a sump pump in this crawl space, so we may potentially need to install a sump pump to handle this water here. And also the extensions on the downspouts and stuff is going to play a role in that as well. Just showing the standing water there. Very limited view in that crawl space. Just couldn't get in there hardly at all because of the moisture. We do have some mold on the subfloor and mold on the joist, so that needs to be addressed as well. The moisture in the crawl space is definitely my biggest concern on this house. From there, though, stepping onto the roof. There are a 3-tab shingle. That's a 15 to 20 year lifespan on those, and I'm guessing these are probably around 8 years old or so, would be my guess. Overall, though, the roof all looked to be in good shape. I didn't have any concerns up there. So those are your pictures, buddy. At the end of all this, though, like I said, my biggest concern is going to be the water in the crawl space, and then from there, the electrical things like the open junction box in the attic, just because of the safety factor of that. Overall, though, I think it's going to be a decent house for you after we get that moisture addressed in the crawl space. If you have any questions, though, after you view this video and the written report, like I said in the beginning there, feel free to give me a call. My name is Will with Certainty Home Inspections. Number there is toll free, 866-417-9591. And thanks so much for choosing Certainty Home Inspections.